I've got a bit to learn about this 40. Righto, welcome back to the 40 channel. So we're looking at getting this cab sandblasted so we can prep it for paint. But before we do that, there's a few more little bits of hardware left to remove. The hinges are the main one. That's pretty much it. Besides that, we've got a stack of holes over this entire cab that should not be there. So there's holes all through this dash, there's holes all through the back, there's little bits of rust. So we need to find all those holes, weld them all up, clean them all up. So that's all ready to go. And we need to add a couple holes. So you might have noticed that this has popped up in the last couple of videos. So this is a new addition, roll cage. I don't think we're going to stay pink as much as my daughter might like it, but no. So we need to work out some mounting plates for these, work out where the holes are going to go these. So this is going to be safe and secure as well. Anyway, let's have a look at getting these hinges off. Righto, so these hinges can be a bit tricky. The bottom one is very easy to get out. This top one, a whole different story. So to remove the bottom one, all we've got is 4 bolts, 12 mil socket, 4 bolts, cut around the rubber, and that one will pull out. The top, a lot harder to get to, and we'll have a look. Just take a razor blade and we'll cut around all this rubber best we can on this side. Again with a razor blade, just come in and just slice down around that rubber seal. Just apply a bit of pressure upwards. Righto, it's the bottom one out. Righto, now for the top hinge. This one here is a lot more difficult because, well, one, you can't just get through the glove box. You have to come up. I don't know if you can see this, right up into there. And you need hands the size of a small child. The only way you're going to get up inside is just with an open ring spanner, 12 mil. And then you have to get in awkward positions to try to get up and undo the bolts. It's pretty tight. Right. Try and get some more leverage on it. Sometimes you need smaller hands, so you've got to employ the smallest hands you can find. How you going, Jack?
I've gotten it now stuck.
Rubber seal, it's a bit like Celastic. Sikaflex or something. It's 40 years old. I'm scratching the paintwork. How tragic. Whew. Well, that was an effort and a half. We finally got them all out. Righto, the last paint job just had the hinges left on. I know a lot of people leave the hinges on to do the paint work, but you can see just in here, it's just starting to rust. So water's obviously getting inside these gaps. And if I just paint over it again, then it's only going to cause an issue later on down the line. So I may as well get them off and do it properly. Right, let's have a bit of a grind back and actually see how much damage is in all this rust, so we can see how much we have to cut out and repair. pretty shoddy. Looks like the last person didn't even do any rust repair. They've just put a huge amount of bog on here. Like there's like 5 mil worth of bog thick in here. Well, I might as well strip that whole panel back. So you can see it was pretty rusty. It was pretty holed out. Come up in here, and you can see it's pretty rusty. This support bracket is rusted through here as well. So we're going to take that out. We'll make up a new support bracket because it just bends a bit too easy. There's only a couple spot welds. We'll take that out, make a new one of them. Well, as you can see underneath in here, there's a few holes. So we're just to fill them up. No one's going to see them once it's done, but it'll just give it a bit of strength back underneath there. Just a bit of copper, nice big solid piece of copper. And we're going to just clamp that up under there so we can weld on it. The weld won't stick to the copper. It'll make it smooth on the bottom. And under here we can give it a little bit of a smooth, but like I said, once this panel's welded in, it'll never be seen. Righto, so we've just sprayed some rust converter on there. We're letting that soak right in. We've patched all the holes up on the top. These holes down the bottom that I've drilled are for the new spot welds on the other side, so they're pretty much exactly where they were from factory. Right, I started to strip the paint back, and we've found some more really dodgy repairs in here. This is all rusted out along here on this back panel here. I'm not sure what's sort of going on along here, so we're gonna have to take this whole cab off just so we can do some better repairs to it. These body mount bolts are totally rusted. I cannot get them out. They've just destroyed the mounting block, everything. So the old saber saw, and we'll cut through. There's only 3 of them we have to cut through, and happy days. You can see that was never going to come out, and besides that, it's just destroyed the body mount as well. Totally rusting it out. Okay, we saw this, but we're going to have to remove this entire section because I took this out, and this whole back support is totally rusted in there. It's shocking. This is totally just rusted out. So another lot of hidden rust. Alright, we've done a quick mock-up of the dash. So lights here, fill these holes up, a stereo system that looks retro, old school, Bluetooth and phone connection. These are the full heater and fan controls, wipers, glow plug button, glow plug light, brake light. This is an original hole, so we're going to leave that hole and just put that plastic plug in it. hazard lights and cigarette lighter. So that's a good bit of a mock-up, so to give me an idea of how it'll look. We'll weld the rest of the holes up. Righto, so here's a hole that needs to be patched. I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so just get some verniers, take a quick measurement, 23 mil. I'm going to find the closest hole saw to 23 mil. We want to measure the inside of the hole saw. Alright, so this one's a 25 mil hole saw, but the inside measures about 22, so that will work perfectly. Bit of sheet metal. So you can see I've already drilled a stack of holes in this for the dash, to cover the holes in the dash. So that will be the piece that we'll repair the hole with. As you can see here, I've got a number of pieces. These were the pieces that I'll weld into the holes, clean them up. Now, if you can get your hands on a piece of copper, you can put the copper underneath that hole, hold it up underneath, and then weld it. The weld won't stick to the copper. Put the large magnet behind. Then we can get our infill piece. And then we'll weld around them. So we'll do that with each single one. See how we go. All along here, strip the paint off. This is the join of the panel behind it, the wheel guard, and there's bits of rust just starting here, bit of rust starting here, some here, so there's a bit of panel work to go on there. We found also is coming up along here, it's cracked. It's got a big crack heading up through the door seal. So we need to weld all that up. We'll grind that out and weld that up. Another little rust hole again. So it pays to clean all this crap out to see what's going on. So we can patch it all up and get it all fixed up. So then we can send it to the sandblaster, get all the rest of the paint stripped off it after we've done all the repairs. And hopefully there'll be no more repairs left. If there is, it'll only be minor ones. So get it all sorted first. Righto, so we're finished with the dash. We've patched all the holes up that shouldn't have been there. The only holes that are left now are what should be there, so that's good. And that's come up. I took all the rest of the paint off the dash too to make sure that there was no other issues there, and it's clean as. As you saw, there's a whole lot of other issues, but I think that'll do for this episode. We'll put it all together, show you guys, and then we'll continue on with the rest of the repairs into the next episode. So I appreciate you guys watching. I really thank you for your support. It means a lot, so thank you.